Hey guys, so today I want to compare the Galaxy S4 with the Google Edition firmware that you do get on the Galaxy S4 Google Edition that you can now buy from the Play Store from Google. It should cost like $450, I'm pretty sure. And you can get the HTC One also, like the Google Edition with the stock Android for I think $400. So you can see it's extremely clean here. It's used as almost as how it would look like on the Nexus smartphone, the Nexus 4, the Nexus S, and all of those good phones. Very clean here. Let's see, double tap. There we go, pretty clean. You can see here also the lock screen, which have widgets here on the sides. We do have a latest version of Android 4.3, which is very nice and stable here on the S4. Haven't had any performance issues whatsoever. Beautiful live wallpaper there in the background as well. And then we have the latest edition Android, or one of the latest editions of Android here on my Sony Xperia Z, which is Android 4.2 that finally got out. And actually Sony did fix a lot of the problems that it did have in the beginning of the Sony Xperia Z, or at least it's way better right now with things like viewing angles. It's still pretty bad, but with the update, the screen got way more vibrant and way more good looking. You can see here that they did an update here where you can see through a little bit here at the bottom, transparency. Same goes with the top there, and also that they made it so the theme, when you have a theme, you can see a little bit more theming here. I'm pretty sure that was a new update at least. You have more toggles inside of here, which is extremely good. Something I do enjoy with Samsung's own TouchWiz stock version, or Samsung's own TouchWiz that they have on most of their S4s. Is extremely nice with so many toggles that you do get. It's pretty insane. Here with stock version of Android, you only get 4, 5, 6, 7, which is pretty bad. And of course you don't get those cool air gestures and air scroll and all of those when you run stock Android, of course, on the S4. And that was some of the big things, of course, with the S4 and S Health and all those good things. So let's take a quick little look here at these. Of course, I don't want to compare every single thing. One video, that would be kind of hard. I just want to see more, see the feedback from you guys, what you say. So if you start off here, of course, now we also do have lock screen widgets on the Sony Xperia Z. You can swipe here to fire up the camera app here pretty quick. Okay, still pretty slow there at firing up the camera app. They could definitely make a update over there to make it a little bit quicker. And then of course we can have more lock screen widgets here. If you tap here, you can just add more over there. Same of course goes with the stock version of Android. I mean, that's from where it's coming from. As you can see here, this nice little lock screen. You instantly load up the camera, which actually loads up way quicker than what it did here on the Sony Xperia Z, which is very nice. And of course, with the new software here, this is how the new software looks like in Android 4.3 for the camera. So you can quickly just swipe here to change stuff pretty quick. And then of course also we have panorama mode, the photosphere mode, which makes you be able to take pictures of your whole environment. Pretty insane. I might try that out in future videos. Of course, the normal video mode, which should be nothing really revolutionary. Of course, you do know that you can take videos and all those things, but when we unlock the phone and when we take a look here at the home screens, they're both very similar here. Of course, you do get these on-screen buttons here on the Sony Xperia Z. So you instead of the Galaxy S4 here that has a real button over here, and then two capacitive touch buttons, at least I think that's what it's being called. If you check out multitasking here, let's see here, we use double tap here on the S4, and then check it out over here. Let's fire up some apps here. So you can see that when we tap on that little button here, we get multitasking apps. You swipe to remove. So almost the same features here. It feels though a little bit snappier here oops. Wow. it feels a little bit snappier here with Android 4.3, which is the latest update to remove something. It definitely is extremely quick, even though it's quick on both. You do get a feature here though in the Sony Xperia Z. Down at the bottom, you do get some mini apps that you can quickly launch, like notes, recorder, time, and etc. Which is pretty awesome. So let's try one of them out. These mini apps that you can put down at the top here, like set time, and it will be this kind of calculate or countdown that you can have on top, which is pretty sweet. I would like to have a feature though in both these two that would make me be able to close everything at the same time. Right now I have to like go manually and do that, which is a little bit annoying. Both these two phones have, as you can see, the Google Chrome browser, and I'm pretty sure also you can see here on the display quality how much better the colors are vibrant, the feel on the Galaxy S4 AMOLED display. Even though we have heard rumors now that Sony is working on the successor to the Xperia Z, so it feels like they're already gonna replace it, which is a little bit funny. Of course, both here with these home screens, they work the same, but there is one cool thing here with the stock version of Android here, is that when I change page, you can see that this little search widget at the top always stay there. So extremely nice, because that's a feature that you usually use when you want to search for something, so you don't have to go and try to find it. You will not lose it, which is extremely nice. And then also, if we take a little bit of a close look here at the app section, you can see here that we can see transparent see-through here. We just have our normal page here. Of course, Sony has a lot of their own apps, as you can see here also. Let's see if I can go to home screen, like their own album, movies, Sony Select, Walkman apps that I might be taking a close look at in the future. Of course, with the stock version of Android here, you will get a lot of Google's own apps, like the Google Chrome, even though you also do get that on the Sony Xperia Z, because Sony actually, they don't have their own browser like HTC and Apple and Samsung is having. But with the stock version of Android here, of course, you will be relying a little bit more on Google. Here they will have most apps, like Google has their own Google Music service over here. Of course, you can also install that on the Sony Xperia Z. Should be no problem whatsoever. But look at this speed here. You can really feel that Android 4.3 is some good speeds, and that's why I'm gonna try out probably some benchmarking and some browser apps and see if you do get some real world performance over here, because both these two phones come with the Google Chrome browser, so could be pretty interesting to check out. Also, something that I quickly want to show here is the quick settings that you do get in the latest update on the Sony Xperia Z. So if we go to the page display, go down, you can quickly change these toggles. So you get a ton of toggles here that you can add or remove. You can't have everyone, but you can have a ton of them. So you can have 2 rows up here at the top. I still don't believe it is as good as Samsung's own TouchWiz, which I'm pretty sure still have more of those available. And it's a little bit disappointing here also, I think, in the stock version of Android. I would love to see more, and already when I scroll down like this, I do want to see some quick toggles that I can quickly enable and disable. I definitely do believe that would be a very useful feature. I would also love to see on the Sony Xperia Z in the future some kind of brightness slider, because I do believe that that's a thing that we use a lot, because most of the time you do want to change the brightness of your device, or at least I do believe that many people do want to do that. But yeah, here you have the quick settings, something that wasn't available until this update that did come out a few weeks ago. Something I do want to say with Android 4.3 is that the stock version here is, of course, it looks extremely clean. It definitely feels snappier, even though the S4 already from the start has some better internals than the Sony Xperia Z. Some of the big things here, I think it makes a difference between these two phones, is just how boring the Sony Xperia Z's display look like when you put it right next to the Galaxy S4. In terms of colors, I really do believe it looks pretty sad. Doesn't feel like it has the same kind of sharpness. And I might be taking a close look at that, as I said, in camera videos, gaming videos, and see how they perform in those little things. And also small things up here, like this widget, this search widget. You can see it looks a little bit more grayish over here, the Google widget, where it looks a little bit more transparent here, a little bit more clean, a little bit more slimmed down on the Google edition here of Android. You can also see, of course, that they do have this kind of blue theme to it. So when we go into the settings area here, a little bit more blue robotic theme, where of course Sony is having their own kind of theme here, which still doesn't look super bad. You can also see that it has this kind of blue look in here, and when you change, as you can see up here at the top, this is because I do have that kind of bluish theme going on at the moment. When I go to themes here, so you can theme your device a little bit, which is pretty cool. So I have the sapphire theme at the moment, but I can also change to a ton of other, and it will change kind of the look and feel of the device. Too bad though that Sony failed a little bit with the Xperia Z in terms of the screen, but it's better on future Sony devices from what I've seen. So of course that's very nice. If you do like this video, please. I will make more videos comparing various things, but it was just a quick little look here. Hopefully you enjoy. Have a good day.